Hello and welcome to the Wonky Gamer, episode 39. Is Anthem just a fable?
Dun, dun, dun.
What are we going to talk about? I'm Stef, and here's Rammy.
Hello.
Um,
Nice to make introductions. I know you
yeah,
can see us now, but it's throwing you off your game.
yeah, definitely.
Uh,
We just got you and me today. We haven't got Dead today.
yeah, no,
Um, so what are we talking about? I'm trying to think. We haven't done this since like before Christmas.
I
Even
know it's the brand new episode for a new year.
Yeah, and it's been. I mean, you've probably like seen loads of episodes come out in the last couple of weeks that are a bit delayed, but we're hoping to get a really good system of like releasing 3 days after recording, um,
Yes.
so that you actually what we're saying is mildly relevant to what's going on in the
Rather than
world.
months out of date.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're still learning YouTube and all this stuff, but we're getting our heads around it, I think.
Getting Well, Steph is. I'm not,
I am. Spindles is teaching me the ways.
I'm just dialing it in.
But we're literally having like a mental breakdown every time we try and record because Skype just black screens and just
It
Microsoft.
does something
I
different
know.
every time.
Every time, like it takes an hour to set up, and we have everything ready, and then it just, yeah,
No, I'm not going to play.
it's quite sad.
Oh,
But now, like, we could have gone into because I know there's like loads of stuff about loot boxes yet again going on, but I
is
didn't want to
that
put anything in here. Like,
is that still an issue? Loot boxes.
yeah, apparently Destiny's like, well, I don't know if it's loot boxes with Destiny. They just keep like putting in systems to fuck over grinders in their game, and then getting in trouble because people figure it out, and then having to apologise. That's happened about 3 or 4 times where they've gated XP and all sorts of like stuff like that. So
I don't understand it, but I don't understand how Destiny has so many players, to be
it
honest.
doesn't. It's like bleeding players
Oh, is it? Finally.
massively. It's doing a
Oh,
lot worse than Destiny 1 actually.
right, wow. Oops.
No, it's doing pretty bad. It's good though.
But I mean, that kind of segues into some of the aspects of gaming news that we have coming up.
Which one? We have quite a lot actually. I mean, despite there not being that much news released, there's a lot of random stuff that's happened and that's quite interesting.
Yeah, little kind of news chunks.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll, we'll vom some news chunks at you.
Let's do some vomming of news chunks. Ah, I didn't. Oh, I haven't got a little picture for Fable, so we'll just stay on this screen. Never mind. So there's this really cool rumor that apparently is actually legit. I think someone.
Yeah,
Did you hear about this? Like, someone managed to
I've been seeing stuff about this, like Fable 4.
Mm,
Microsoft wanting to resurrect the Fable franchise. It's not dead yet.
but the rumor is that it's like the Forza Horizon guys making it.
Gonna have cars then.
No,
Really
why?
sharp.
God knows. But like Peter Molyneux's come out and like, oh, I would do this, and I'd have like several different pets, and you'd be able to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this. Like, I miss Peter Molyneux. He was so like he was full of shit, but he was like exciting and had ideas and wanted to do new things, and I miss that guy.
Yeah, if they kept him like I don't know secluded for a bunch of the time and didn't let him near the press, it'd all be
Yeah.
fine. Because then he could just sit in his little room, come up with loads of ideas and loads of wicked things for the game. Because I mean, he always used to be one of my favourite developers.
Well,
Like
he's made.
Populous,
Well,
one,
think of it.
two,
Yeah.
Magic Carpet, even.
Oh, I never
That was
played Magic Carpet.
Oh, it was proper quality fun. That.
Didn't he make Theme Hospital as well? I'm pretty sure he was part of Bullfrog Games.
Yeah, he was. He's got loads of like quality titles under his belt. Black and White, of course.
Which you
Was
can't really. I mean, you might be able to play if you get a disc and like. I don't know if you can get it working on Windows 10 now.
oh,
But you can't download it anywhere.
It's a shame, that was an awesome game.
Yeah, I mean, you can't download it legally anyway,
No.
which is a bit of a shame. I'd
But
like to
yeah,
see that redone.
it would be interesting to see what they do with Fable 4, though, because, I mean, I love the original Fable games. I've spent loads of time playing.
The first one was the best, though, I found.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
2 was a bit meh. I actually quite liked 3. Everyone hated 3.
I don't know why. I played a lot of 3.
It
So,
had more. You could buy more stuff, and you could. I don't know. It seemed a lot better.
I don't know. Maybe it just became a bit too arcadey by the time 3 had rolled around.
Yeah, but it was never a hard game. Like I don't. Like, you
No,
don't look at like.
none of them were.
That's the thing. I mean, I know we had the whole breadcrumb trail that just led you to every objective, but I mean, it's not like the first Fable was like some kind of mind-bending, complex game. It was pretty easy.
But I think that the next Fable could be really good if they just take a look at stuff like Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean,
That
that's
would be cool.
an open world done right.
Mm.
And if they apply some of that to the Fable universe, I think you could end up with a really exciting, really well done game.
Hmm. I'm quite excited to see what they do. I mean, as long as they think outside the box, that's what I liked about Peter Molyneux. He did try stuff. He did fail a
Yeah.
lot as well, but he tried.
Yeah, but at least he was trying to push the envelope forward. And if only half of his ideas had paid off,
I
because some of
know.
the stuff that he was coming up with for Fable 1 just sounded just insane and just so much fun.
Was it the idea of like you plant a acorn at the beginning of the
Yeah.
game and then it grows
And it
into a
grows
tree?
into a tree and like. But I think with the power that the machines have now, surely things like this
Yeah.
aren't too far away, and there will be those possibilities.
I think the possibilities are there now, but it's just getting a developer that wants to actually.
Put the time in.
Yeah. I don't know. It's quite difficult to like. AAA games have kind of become pretty boring. Like the best games seem to be by third parties nowadays.
Well, that's because they're trying new things still, whereas the AAA games market, it's become really a production line. All right, we'll
Loot boxes.
increase the number by 1, add loot boxes, and done. Out it goes.
Yeah, it's not been great. But actually, there's a game that came out recently that's quite good. Monster Hunter World, which I haven't tried, but people are like absolutely losing their shit over.
Have you played any of the Monster Hunter games?
Never. Have you?
Yeah. Now, there's a massive cult following for Monster Hunter, so the fact it's like this is the first time it's been released on kind of the big consoles, as it were, so it's kind of a coup. It always used to get released on stuff like either the 3DS or uh, the Wii, I think, had one of the Monster Hunters, or even PS Vita, I think, had a couple of Monster Hunter games. And it's just, you grind and you grind and you hunt these big monsters with your friends and stuff, and it's awesome fun. But it doesn't, there isn't much hand holding in the game, as far as I believe, and like it's quite technical, the fighting you've got to do and the timing. So yeah, it's kind of a hardcore, grindy, beat up big monsters game, and it does have a big following.
Well, it sounds quite fun because you can apparently you shoot a flare up in the air and then you can get like some of your friends can just pop in and like help out, which sounds really fun.
That's awesome.
I think it's like designed to do like be quite co-op-y.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that'd make sense.
I've kind of gone a bit off like JRPGs lately though.
Really? Why?
I don't know, just I suppose there hasn't been anything for like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
So I've kind of not that interested at the moment. Like there's a few Western RPGs that I'm really excited about, so I'm sort of on that train at the moment.
Nice.
But
I wouldn't mind checking out Monster Hunter at some point, because that's
same. just need to like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna hold off until it comes out on PC. I could get it on PS4, but there's another game coming out this month that we'll talk about later that I kind of want to get.
Oh.
So I don't even know if I've written it in the notes. I might write it in the notes.
Huh?
That might help. Anyway.
So yeah, Monster Hunter came out, and by all accounts, it's doing well then.
Yeah, it's doing really well. It sold, I think, 5 million copies already.
Right, wow. I mean, it is a very, very Japanesey feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or certainly the previous Monster Hunter games in the series all were.
So the Japanese are doing really well at the moment. Like, surprisingly well.
Yeah. Well, the Switch is doing amazingly well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's done. Well, I think it do better in December than any other console. I'm not sure.
It did, I believe, yeah.
Which is quite surprising. But maybe it shows people want something different. I think AAA is getting so boring that people are looking elsewhere.
Well, yeah, the AAA games, they are all feeling a little... There isn't the innovation in them anymore, is there?
No.
It's more variations on a theme, and look how shiny our graphics are, and gamers want something more. And they definitely don't want microtransactions, as I'm sure they've proved by now.
Yeah, that's becoming a really big deal, actually. Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, there is something I want to talk to you about. I was thinking of trying to get my hands on this, but the beta's not open for very long, and it probably wouldn't be the best way to go about getting into it. But Sea of Thieves, man.
Yeah, no, I've played the beta.
You bastard.
Yeah, no, it was kind of fun. I played a bit with Dead, actually. And I've also played a bunch sort of single player on my own.
Mm.
Now, the big focus for this beta, it really does show, has been on the 4 players all playing together, your own little pirate crew. So when me and Dead played it, we had to jump on with a couple of randoms.
Mm.
One who was like us, a complete noob, and one guy who'd obviously invested a bunch of time into Sea of Thieves and knew loads of stuff.
Right.
But no, working as a crew and following the maps, it was pretty good fun. And when the best bit though was when we encountered another crew and started chasing them down and blowing up their ship using cannons, going across and attacking them, trying to steal their treasures, and then they were fighting us and trying to sink us, and just that kind of emergent gameplay, I guess, and just the battling was awesome fun. And if it was you and your 3 best mates all against the world, that'd be awesome.
Isn't it cross-platform as well?
Yeah, out of the box, I believe. It's because is it a Windows exclusive? Windows 10 and Xbox.
An Xbox exclusive, which is also on Windows 10. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so
I'd be tempted to get it.
There will be crossplay. That would be awesome, because then you could play with me and Dead.
Yeah, which would make a difference. Like, 'cause we can't really do that in general.
No, and having that option up via crossplay is just awesome. Another great thing, though, about Sea of Thieves beta, and I was going to touch on this later, is to do with the Microsoft Games Pass.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the Microsoft Games Pass, you pay $7.99 a month, and it gives you access to a catalogue of 100 games.
God.
Now, that's pretty cool, and then you can just dip in and choose what you're going to play, and you're only limited by how much space you've got to store games on your console, really.
Is it streamed, or is it
No, you download them to your hard.
That's cool.
And then it's just like owning the games, but it gives you this library of 100 games you can just download and play whenever you feel like it.
God.
As long as you're paying the subscription. Now, unfortunately for me, most of the games that I'd want to play, I've already bought in the past because
Uh,
there haven't been really the newest games on there. But that is all changing. They've just announced that Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Crackdown
bloody
3
hell.
will all be available on Games Pass on day of release.
Day of release? Fuck it, no.
Yeah, day of release. So, as I say, if you haven't got the money to ante up for, say, Sea of Thieves when it comes out in March,
Bloody hell.
get Games Pass. You can have 14 days free even, and just try it out.
God.
So,
Does
yeah.
that work on Windows as well?
I'm not sure whether they do it on Windows or not. Of course, I've got an Xbox, so I'm used to seeing the Games Pass and seeing them trying to give me 14 days free and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
will only be...
Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2 and Crackdown 3. Again, they're all these big multiplayer titles. So I'm really excited by that because they are new and exciting, and hopefully that's going to be the start of things.
I wonder...
And we'll see that happening more often.
It won't be available on PC. That kind of sucks.
Oh, Games Pass.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a shame. Because there are some quality games on there.
Yeah, it'd be quite good if you could. Because it would be a good strategy to get Windows users to start using the Windows Store.
Yeah.
Instead of, because Steam's got a really strong foothold. Like, it's like I've had Steam for 13 years and I've got about 250 games on there. So why would I want to download another client or fill anything else with anything?
Yeah, but for the cross-play aspect, because apparently, Sure Dead said that all Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2 and Crackdown 3 will be cross-play and on day of release as well on Windows 10. So, and they might be Microsoft exclusives.
God.
I think he mentioned. So, I mean, that's like a big reason there for your PC gamers to...
Yeah, I'd be tempted to get State of Decay.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves, I'm kind of a bit like... It's one that I'd pick up potentially, but my only issue with it is that I'm not sure... Like, the emergent gameplay sounds really good, but I'm not sure whether it's going to get really boring after 10 hours.
Well, everyone has the same weapons in the game. And it's literally all you can do with them is cosmetic upgrades. So the only progression in the game is really sort of your fame as it were. Because there's 3 different factions going to be in the game. I only saw the gold faction, the gold hoarders faction. That'll give you like you go to them, you'll pay for a quest, and then you take it to your ship, and it's called a voyage, and then you and your crew can then vote on which voyage you're going to do. And it'll give you all the maps for that voyage, and when you complete it, you take the treasure back to the gold hoarders, and you gain more reputation with them and gain access to more voyages that are even harder and look even cooler. And it's more a cosmetic thing and kind of a reputation thing. There's also going to be the Free Trade Alliance or something for kind of trading quests like capturing animals or taking cargo to different places. And there's also a voodoo collective of some kind that want magical pirate skulls.
Sweet.
So that will be more aimed at you go to an island where there's a particularly hard pirate skeleton, kill it with your mates, get its skull and take it back again to the voodoo people, and each of them you'll be able to build your rep in the game.
And can I just say as well, the graphically, because when I first saw footage of this game I thought, yeah, it's a bit stylized, it kind of looks okay-ish, And then I've seen like some videos recently, and I'm like, holy moly! Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
still stylized, but it's just like the water detail and all. It's just amazing.
What amazed me was literally the sailing on the sea, because the weather changes all the time, and well, certainly from when I was playing on my own, trying to manage the single player vessel, because your map is it below decks, so you can't look at the map while you're steering the ship.
Oh yeah, because you kind of it's a lot better having 4 players, isn't it? One that looks at the map, one that so you're kind of guiding each other.
I mean, you can still do it with one player, because I did most of the reputation gain I made was by just churning out the gold quests on my own little ship. But yeah, you've got to trim the sails, set how long you want them, steer, and you can run over to the back rail, and if you've set the map up right, you can look over and see where you're going roughly and follow the compass. But the sea is just amazing. Like, you're going over these massive waves, and it's unbelievable, especially if you hit a storm. The ship will start filling with water. You'll have to bail it out as you're sailing.
Oh really? That's amazing.
It's really impressive, and you soon forget just how stylized it is.
Yeah.
When you're looking at the kind of the world around you. But as I say, I only really did a few of the gold quests, and I was gutted one time because I was on my own and there were some people basically camping what I think was a newbie outpost, because it's where I started and where I picked up my initial quests were. And yeah, they just ganked me blatantly when I tried legging it to hand in a chest.
Yeah, aren't there a lot of problems about like... So like if you play single player, you're kind of screwed because you're on a smaller ship that doesn't go as fast as the bigger ones.
Yeah.
And then people can just like grief the shit out of each other by waiting at ports and then stopping like solo players like handing stuff in.
That totally happened to me. But as I say, when they killed me once, you end up on this ghost ship for a minute or so.
Yeah.
Go back through the ghostly door and you end up back on your ship.
Oh,
so
cool.
I just dropped the anchor and sailed away and went and did another quest, and when I came back they'd cleared off, so I got
sweet.
to like the 3 or 4 chests I already had in the hold. If they'd had any sense, they'd have raided my ship while I was dead, nicked all my chests, handed them in, and they'd have got the reputation for it. So as I say, if you can get a crew together of you and 3 of your mates and like work pretty tight and know your jobs, you'd be able to clean up.
God, it sounds fun.
As I say, don't know whether it'll have the longevity, but that's where something like the Games Pass. Oh yeah, you're available to play that game from day of release. Brilliant. Well, there's my $7.99 for the month. I'll play it for a month. Oh, if I don't feel like continuing, just won't pay for the Games Pass then. Brilliant.
That is really good. And then we've got another Japanese game I should talk about, which is Dragon Ball... What's it called? Dragon Ball Fighter Z. There we go. Another Dragon Ball game.
I've never played any of the Dragon Ball games.
I played one. Dragon Ball Xenoverse?
Oh, right.
Thing is, I didn't really watch enough Dragon Ball to find it that interesting. I watched like a bit of the original Dragon Ball, trying to get into it years ago.
Yeah.
Just found it really old and boring. I'm more of a Naruto fan, which probably like anime fans will tell me I'm a prick for saying that.
Naruto's awesome.
Naruto's amazing. So's Boruto. It's like underrated, I think.
I need to finish watching the end of Naruto Shippuden before I get to Boruto.
So good. I don't really know what to say about this game. Like, it's a fighter from what I've seen, and it's very, very popular. Again, it's like another month of Japanese games, which is getting ridiculous. I think it's because, like, especially anime and stuff, so much more acceptable nowadays and, like, mainstream.
Yeah, well, I've noticed popped up on the Xbox coming soon
Mm.
is Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, I think.
I've never watched that. I've wanted to.
I really enjoy Sword Art Online,
Mm.
but this is set in kind of the second series, really,
Oh,
because
cool.
it looks like it's set in the Gun Gale Online universe,
Mm.
which is like a big first-person shootery kind of world, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah, there's a few interesting anime type games coming out. Like there's Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker, which is it looks really interesting. Like there's a lot of like negative press about it as well. Like 'cause I think people are a bit worried about it, but
Right.
and all I've seen so far is like a video of like capture the flag, but you can design your own ninja using
Oh,
like a lot of the powers that they all have.
oh, nice.
And then they've got capture the flag and I think other game modes, and I think I don't know, like I'm not sure how it's all going to work, but whether you can like start your own clan and like I don't know, but it looks almost like a maybe an attempt at sort of not a MOBA, but a MOBA type that type of game, like a competitive
So they've
Naruto-esque
got
game.
kind of a Naruto but competitive gameplay.
Yeah, which I would be really keen on actually if it
Oh,
was
so
good.
especially if you could develop your own clan and
It'd be
your
so good.
powers. Yeah.
Do you know what I'd love is a single player Naruto game where you start off as like, that you could have it all very like a linear game, but you start off as like, from some family or something like the Uchiha, and then you have like this whole story and journey that's like separate from
Yeah.
Naruto. That'd be
Yeah.
amazing. You could do a really cool thing with that.
That would be cool.
But anyway, I don't think I've got much to say about Dragon Ball really, so let's move
No,
on.
neither of us know enough about it, I think.
Yeah, I don't really care.
No.
I mean, I know some people do, so I'm sure it's a great game. A lot of people seem to like it.
You know.
Um, but the next game is really interesting. Did you ever play Secret of Mana?
Yeah, years and years and
Yeah,
years.
it's like,
I never finished it, but I got to play some of it on a friend's console.
well, they're releasing a remake of it in
What?
February
What?
on PlayStation. It might be on
Right.
the Vita as well, actually. I don't know.
Really? Oh, awesome.
I don't know. Secret of Mana 3D remake launches on the 15th on PS4 and PS Vita.
Wow.
There you go. So it is coming out on the Vita.
Oh, I'd be tempted almost to take a look at that.
It looks quite good. I think it's just a 3D version of the original game, but I mean, why the hell not? Really,
Yeah, it was a classic at the time, wasn't it?
it was, and it'd be quite fun to play it again. Like, and because it's quite hard to pick up that game now and kind of sit and play the whole way through. I know that
Yeah.
sounds awful, but like, it's like Final Fantasy VI is a great game, but I would rather just play remake because it's been so long that trying to play those kind of sprite-based games nowadays isn't nearly as good as it was.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's quite exciting. Yeah, it was one of the first games I played where I remember when do you get like a flying dragon or something, and you can fly over like the whole kind of map.
Possibly. It's been too long, and as I say, I only played a bit of it at a friend's house.
It was so big for a game back then. It was like
Yeah.
such a big game. It was like unbelievable. So that's another JRPG coming out. Speaking of Japanese games, Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah. Is this the remastered Uber HD one then?
Yeah, have you seen any videos of it?
I haven't. I mean, I played the old one.
Oh, did you?
Well, I played half of the old one. I must have done about, again, round at a friend's house. And
Yeah.
I think one night we just sessioned a bunch of the Colossi. But I didn't have time to finish it off. But it's really well crafted and really pretty.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play it because I missed the initial release because I was playing other stuff, and then I think they remade it on PlayStation 2 or something, and
Yeah.
PS3 did they remake it? I can't remember.
PS3. PS3,
Yeah.
'cause they gave it away with ICO at one point, I think, on PlayStation games. 'Cause,
Oh yeah. They had a double.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So I'd like to give it a proper go because I played a bit of fuck, what was it called? The newer one,
The Last Guardian.
Last Guardian, which is a really nice game. Like I haven't finished it, but it was pretty
Right.
good from what I played.
Yeah, but Shadow of the Colossus was kind of. Was that before or after ICO? I can't remember.
After,
It was after.
I think it was Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and then Last Guardian.
Yeah. It was dead shiny.
And then we got a couple of games. Like I put these in here just for the lols. Well, not just the lols, but also because
It's
Ferg
nice to
appreciates
see
this.
games escaping purgatory.
Exactly. Like, well, I wanted to put these on because you're always like, they never come out of early access.
They never
It
come
never
out.
happens.
Why don't they come out?
So here we've got a game, Subnautica, which Ferg loves. I've played a bit of it. I need
Yeah.
to play more of it, but I played it a bit in VR as well, which is amazing. It's just
Oh, wow.
beautiful. Which is a great game. There's no multiplayer in it, but it's very much like an explory type game where you can find stuff. I think the idea is to escape the kind of, I don't know, the sea and get home, I suppose, because you crashed in some kind of spaceship or something.
Yeah, on some ocean planet, and there's loads of crafting and building stuff, isn't there?
Yeah.
Catching fish to breathe and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's quite strange. It's one of those games that I like to look of and played a bit of, but I knew I'd have to input some time actually understanding how to play it.
Yeah. Also, I didn't find it that easy to play.
No.
Because I tried like a 1 hour access thing, and it's like, bloody hell, everything's going wrong. I'm not getting out at all.
I was the same. I think I just don't have the
Yeah.
patience. Like, I'd probably really enjoy it if I had the time. It's just making the time to kind of
Yeah,
put that effort in.
yeah.
And another game, I suppose, we can link into is Rust.
Also
Rust.
coming out of early access.
Yeah, apparently. I never really liked Rust that much. I did try it. But it was kind of towards the end of my kind of... I used to really like DayZ. And there's only so many like survival games you can play before you think they're all boring.
Yeah.
Because like emergent gameplay like really worked for it really worked for DayZ, but the amount of like survival games after it just kind of got a little bit like, I don't know, a little bit repetitive,
Yeah.
and it lost its edge. It's why I can't understand PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I've played it with a few people a couple of times. Can't stand it. It's really boring.
Well, I've tried Fortnite Battle Royale.
Oh yeah, what's that like?
Well, it's just a Battle Royale game. Personally, I don't see the appeal.
No.
They're just dropping into the same map over and over and getting headshot by some guy who's obviously better than you.
It sounds like League of Legends, but a shooter. But I like League of Legends. I've been playing that again.
Yeah, you got the mad skills though.
Oh, I'm not that good. At the moment, I'm doing pretty well though, because I've like the new season started, so I just started playing ranked, and I've been like climbing really fast, so that's been really fun.
You can probably actually last hit though. That's the thing, isn't it?
I can last hit, yeah.
Yeah, I can probably last hit 1 in 10. So
Oh dear.
yeah,
Yeah,
skills.
but it's not even skill though. Like there's nothing to do with skill in League of Legends, or well, okay, there is, but up to some extent there isn't, because it's actually, what's that thing? Like if you put 10,000 hours into any one thing, you'll become a master of it.
Yeah.
Like
And
if you
I-
think about it, like last hitting is, anyone can learn last hitting and be really good at it.
Yeah.
You just
I
have
agree.
to like do it again and again for years.
I don't have the time to invest in getting my last hit skill from 1 in 10 to, I don't know, 9 in 10. not.
Yeah, but I think the thing with it, I mean, I'm quite lucky because I can go back and play League because I played it for a long
Yeah,
time, invested a
you
lot of
put
time
the
into it,
time in already.
so I don't have to and I play support anyway. So as long as I can hit skill shots and poke enemies in the right way, I can kind of come back to it and still be pretty good without a lot of practice, which
Yeah,
is
but
really good.
all that kind of stuff, again, it's a background knowledge that if you've not played and put the time in, you don't know.
Well, yeah, and you have to. I mean, the thing is, you do. I put in a lot of time in the past. I mean, I used to watch a lot of pro players and watch a lot of videos of other people. I mean, I don't go to those lengths anymore at all because I just don't have the time or the will to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not as obsessed. I mean, I'm not. I'm quite motivated to give it another stab to get diamond again. Well, not again, but to get diamond this time. But I'll just I'm kind of chill playing, and it's so much easier to climb because if you're not grinding on purpose, you just play when you're in a good mood and you want to play it. You win
That's
so many more
it
games.
should be fun. When it becomes not fun, that's the time to stop.
Exactly.
So, where are you currently? What rank are you?
Well, I got put into silver 1 after promotion. After 10 promotion games.
Yeah.
And I didn't really play last year. I played maybe 15 games and I got to gold 3 or something. So I got dumped into silver 1. I was like, oh, that's a bit of a pain. So I've ground out of that to gold 4, halfway through gold 4 now.
So you're halfway through gold 4. Because what we can do now is next time we record, I'm going to see where you've progressed to.
Ooh, God.
See?
Well, it'll only be relevant for the next 3 or 4 episodes. I think I'll climb until about mid platinum, and then at that point
You'll be sick of it.
No, I won't be sick of it, but I won't climb nearly as quickly. I won't necessarily even climb. I might plateau at that point.
As I say, we can just a quick. Oh,
Yeah.
so what's your rank? And then we can move on.
Exactly.
But gold 4 at the moment. We'll see if you increase next
I think I can
time.
get to not silver. Don't want to go back to silver. I think I can get to platinum. I think platinum's a pretty easy goal. Diamond would be a lot of effort, but we'll see. If I keep climbing, then that's great.
Yeah, and I blatantly just don't own enough champions to attempt ranked. So.
Well, they made it really hard to own champions now as well because their system they used to have, it was kind of reasonable to play the game, but they changed it recently, to make and made it look all fancy. But it sucks to be a new player now. I think it's so much harder to get free champions.
Oh right, okay.
Because for me and a lot of the people I used to play with, it's really easy because we've already got I've got all the champions.
Yeah.
And so it's not hard for me to get a new one every time a new one comes out.
Yeah.
Just by playing the game, but it's got to be hard work. Yeah, it's hard work nowadays, I think.
What else is out?
Well, there's Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, which isn't out yet, but it's out in April.
You liked Pillars of Eternity games, didn't you?
Yeah, the first one was really good. It was kind of very Baldur's Gate-esque. It was made by Obsidian Entertainment, who made... It's kind of I suppose, their flagship title at the moment. So they're well known for making loads of amazing games. They actually were part of the team that made the original Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Black Owl Studios, I think. And that kind of split off into BioWare and Obsidian. And I've always preferred Obsidian anyway. They're kind of darker in their stories. They did KOTOR 2. They did Fallout New Vegas.
All right, yeah.
They did a really underrated game called Alpha Protocol. Really good.
Yeah, the spy RPG, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's really good actually. It's incredibly underrated. I mean, it's cheesy, but it's great.
I just never played it.
It's worth playing.
At some point, I'll wait till they give it away on Xbox.
Yeah, well, you probably will be on there. Why the hell not? It's a really good game. Yeah, so I'm quite excited about Pillars of Eternity 2 because apparently it's like very piratey. Like
Oh right, wow.
yeah, like apparently a lot of the explorations like on this like sea map, and you get your own boat, and then you like travel around and do mad shit. So that's pretty good. In fact, this might be a good time to segue into the fact that on when is it? Thursday nights every single week, 7 p.m. GMT. I'm doing a. Can I paste this somewhere? I'm going to be doing. If anyone's ever heard of like a D&D campaign called Temple of Elemental Evil.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to be playing like a version of that in the game Divinity Original Sin 2, which has been.
Wow.
And it's a friend of mine who's like GMing, and he's designed like the whole campaign in it.
Put the whole campaign into that game.
He's nearly done it. He's like painted all the grass. Like he hates painting grass apparently now. But yeah, no, he's been doing all that.
7 p.m. on Thursday.
Yeah, and I've just put the Twitch up. I think that's the Twitch. Just let me double check. But I'm pretty sure that it is. Is he on now?
I hope you'll be similarly promoting your video podcast thing as well when you're on that, playing that.
What, promoting this on that?
Yeah.
I will be. Yeah, no, I will be.
You'll have to give us a shout back.
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna put this up here as well so people can see it.
Nice.
Twitch.tv/worthlessemu is the name of the guy running it. He's called Jake. He live streams full time on Twitch. So honestly, subscribe to him. He's just started and he needs all the help he can get.
Nice. Yeah. Check that out.
If you got Amazon Prime, you've got a free sub there, so you can just give that to him.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, no. So I thought I'd better, and the guy who's actually sort of designed the whole campaign, he's called Nick. But he's a really cool guy as well. We got loads of traction on Reddit actually. They posted it on Reddit, and about 400 people sort of upvoted it.
Nice. I'm not surprised. Temple of Elemental Evil's a classic. It was really difficult. It's a really hard campaign. Yeah.
God. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Is Divinity turn-based then, or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the system's a bit different. Like, it's not going to be pure classic D&D.
No, because it's pulled into a new game world, but it gives you the tools to play it, doesn't it? So
yeah, it'll be really interesting to see what happens with it. Really, I mean, he spent a long time on it, and we've done a couple of like. Well, we haven't really done. We've done like a little bit of a practice run just to mess around with it, which was good. Yeah, and it'd be sort of 7 to 11 every Thursday night.
Right, cool.
So,
I'll try and tune in.
So that's my little plug for that, and for Jake as well, because you should support Jake. He's a good lad. Right.
Right, what else?
Dragon Age.
Oh, a new Dragon Age.
So I was really excited about the idea of a new Dragon Age. I was like, this is going to be amazing. BioWare finally making a story-based game. And apparently...
Uh-huh.
Well, there's a couple of things. Apparently... We'll talk about the second one after. Apparently it's going to be a live service.
What? So it's an MMO, is it?
Well, I don't know. Apparently they're going to still focus on story and character development. But I don't really know what they fucking mean by live service. I mean, does that just mean DLC? Does it mean they want to make a multiplayer game where they update it regularly and then... I have to have like turds come into my game and like ruin my romantic relationship with my sexy elf. Like, you know,
Yeah,
I like the idea these games are a bit more like private and personal. You know, you got up to naughty
yeah.
business. But anyway, yeah, God knows what the hell that means. BioWare is so screwed. Like,
Yeah.
it just feels like they're just getting so like they're just going to be completely destroyed. I think by EA.
You sounding the death knell for them, but yeah, EA are just mismanaging everything at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, and I mean this links into the next point because the other thing I've heard about Dragon Age, apparently loads of people have been pulled off Dragon Age to work on Anthem,
Oh right.
which apparently is looking like it's going to be. There's a rumor that it's going to be delayed till next year because
Right.
the rumors are that they're reevaluating the game over microtransactions, as in like they've
If they don't work, we need to take them out.
yeah probably.
How are we going to earn money now? Oops.
I know. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but it's quite funny.
Yeah. So that'll get a big rewrite, and they'll remove all of the story that they put in, and they'll sell it to you
Yeah, probably.
like Destiny, and it'll be crap.
I just think Anthem's going to be shit. Like, I really think it's going to be shit.
I really, really badly want it to be good.
I
But
don't give a fuck, man. That co-op game, BioWare, I mean, no. Just bloody write a good single-player game. BioWare is not known for co-op games. I mean, they did Star Wars: The Old Republic, which was an okay MMO, but it wasn't really an MMO. It was kind of a single-player game with some kind of group content, but man, like, if you want to make money off BioWare, just make them make single-player games like
Yeah.
they used to, that people liked, like Dragon Age and Mass Effect.
yeah,
I don't know. I think the fan backlash to Mass Effect Andromeda as well has really fucking destroyed BioWare as well. I didn't think it
Yeah.
was as bad as
it's
people made
ruined their
out.
credibility, hasn't it?
It has, and I think, you know, I agree that it wasn't the best. It could have been, but it wasn't that bad. The story wasn't that bad. Combat wasn't that bad. It wasn't a bad game. It was
Yeah,
maybe
but-
like an 8 out of 10.
You shouldn't be saying it wasn't that bad about a AAA title, especially not one of BioWare's.
But it was better than pretty much like the majority of other AAA titles out that year.
Yeah.
Like
Probably
it was shit for a BioWare game, but very good compared to most Western RPGs.
So, well, that's getting pushed back to 2019 and then 2020, and then once they've removed all the content and can sell it back to us for 25 quid for 4 missions, then they'll release it.
Yeah, just don't know about Anthem. I just don't really understand what they're doing.
Ah, well, we know so little about it. We'll just wait and see, I guess.
I don't know. There are maybe some signs that EA are changing, sort of. I mean, apparently Battlefront 2, they're going to redo the whole progression system,
All right.
and that'll come out late February, March.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what they mean by that.
Wait and see.
Things, it's just getting a bit late though. It's not really a game at this point that. Why bother fixing it? Like, people don't care anymore
The
about that
next
game.
one's due out.
Exactly, probably in like September.
Yeah, so who cares? Next.
What's next? Civilization 6 has got an expansion coming out called, was it Rise and Fall, I think?
Dark and Gold Ages.
Yeah, so apparently you have like Dark Ages where everything goes to shit and Golden Ages where everything's really good.
Oh, nice.
I don't know enough about this. I really should have more research on this. Friend Nick, who's running that campaign actually on Thursdays, he's really excited about this. He's telling me all about it.
Oh, awesome.
So,
Because, I mean, I love Civ games, so...
oh, so do I.
Have you played Civ 6?
Yeah, I played a bit yesterday.
Oh, nice. Because I've not even played Civ 6 yet, so...
I kind of prefer. I can't remember which Civ it was, but the one where you can just like fucking dominate through culture.
Ah, right, yeah.
Because like when I play strategy games, all I want to do is turtle and then just like slowly take over the rest of the world because I'm such a cultural fucker. Like
Nice.
I hate like getting units and fighting people. I'm just not interested in it. I find it a bit boring.
Yeah.
It's like when I play a Total War game, I automatically resolve every single battle.
Oh, right, and you don't do all the minutiae of the fighting.
Yeah, but like most people play Total War games to play those battles. I'm just like I just want to like be on the map and like build resources and
Yeah.
like not have to like play the battles.
Steph, this is really bad. I'm gonna have to nip for a piss, or I'll wet myself.
I think we should keep that in there.
Yeah, you can embarrass me if you want, but I'll be like 1 minute. I'll be back.
Cool. All by myself. Don't wanna be. Anyway. So, there's a couple of other things coming out as well that we'll probably have a look at in a sec. But no, Civ 6 looks really, really good. Really, really good.
Right, I'm back.
Hello.
I'm old and have no control over my bladder now, apparently.
I just sang a bit of All By Myself.
Very good. I missed
that. Okay, Civilization 6. Detroit Being Human, a game I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
God, what the hell's going on, guys?
Spindles played some of that and said it was amazing, didn't he?
Yeah, it looks really good. But there's some pretty like concerning rumours coming up from the studio.
Oh, right.
Now this is either like some crazy social justice warrior thing, or the studio's like just the guy that runs it, David Cage, who's written all these games, is just a bit of a prick. It's a bit concerning. I know. Apparently, there's like been loads of accusations that the staff are like heavily overworked. Like the place is full of sexism and homophobia. They have like pictures of staff like in derogatory, like I don't know, like cartoons of them looking, I don't know, like taking the piss out of them and it all being a bit uncouth.
Does that still happen?
I don't know. David Cage is like, nah, mate, it's not true.
Oh.
I'm not sure if it is. He sort of did this whole kind of like, oh, well, I've worked with Ellen Page before and she's gay. Like, I'm well pro LGBT rights. What are you talking about? So, I don't really know. His excuse, like, is kind of like, I don't know, his thing to fall back on seems a bit like the classic kind of, oh, I know gay people, I'm alright. I know some gay people, so I'm not homophobic.
Ow. Surely. Are we not enlightened yet? Seriously?
I know. I feel like we're going backwards.
Yeah. It's not the 70s anymore, people. Come on.
Anyway, hopefully it's not. I mean, they've had a lot of controversy recently because they released a trailer, which I thought was really good actually. Released, I don't know if you saw the trailer where it's about a little girl who's obviously got a really violent father.
Oh God.
And it's a scene where you can make choices and you're the robot, so you can choose like to kind of save her, you can kill the father. If you don't do certain things, maybe the girl shoots the father, I think, stuff like that.
Right.
So it's quite controversial.
So kind of heavy.
Yeah. And some people come out and say, oh, it's glorifying child abuse.
Oh, no. Are you not allowed to deal with like
sensitive
hard
issues
in games? Is that not allowed?
Well, the thing I really disliked about the response was they kind of like there's a guy, I don't know if you've ever heard of Boogie, what's he called, Boogie 99 or Boogie.
No, I've
He's
not
like
heard
quite a famous YouTuber, and he came out and said, look, he'd been abused as a child, and actually he was really pleased that they were doing this because it was bringing to light these issues to the public that generally aren't. They're kind of taboo subjects, and actually he found it was really helpful because it's like he felt acknowledged that actually they're talking about an issue that affected him.
Yeah. I mean, even like things like EastEnders and Hollyoaks, for fuck's sake, deal with these kind of hard issues. So why wouldn't a computer game?
Especially if it does it respectfully. I mean, yes, okay, you can kill the guy or whatever, but I mean, I don't know. It's a computer game, and it is.
Yeah.
At no point, I think, does it try and justify violent parents beating their children. I think it's doing quite the opposite.
There is no justification for that. So, yeah, it's surely just showing you this is a very bad situation.
Exactly.
And you can react to it. I'm sure you can take either the most lenient approach or the most extreme.
It depends. When you play a computer game, you want to take on a role. So if you're playing a computer game where, you want to play someone that's like super justice, takes it all into his own hands and fuck the law and like will go and kill like a child beater, then, I mean, why the hell not? Like, it's a game. It's fine.
Escapism.
I mean, there's so much evidence.
Interesting, the fact that it is trying to deal with what is like a hard subject.
Yeah, and I have a lot of respect for David Cage doing that kind of thing. I mean, he did it in Heavy Rain was really well done. Like, the way it starts off, where you lose your child in this crowd of people, and you're pushing past them, and
it's so really well done. Heavy Rain. I've still not played the whole game yet, which I'm gutted.
That's great. I played it the whole way through the first time I played it. I just played it for like 14 hours. Just hammered it.
I didn't get a chance again playing it at friends' houses and only getting to experience so much of it. But like just the start is just pretty fucking harrowing, to be honest.
It's dark, isn't it? And then afterwards, like he's in this house with his son and he's split from his wife and it's all miserable and
grim. So grim.
They're done really well. It's really well done.
Yeah, really well done, but pretty fucking grim.
It is grim.
But saying that, the start of Last of Us, like that first like 5-10 minutes that leads you into the game, that is just totally harrowing if you're a parent.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
So brutal. It's like, I don't know if I want to play this game anymore. I wasn't in a really, probably the best state of mind to start playing it, and it's like, yeah, this was a mistake.
I had that with, did you watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Like, I was going through a bit of a rough patch when I was watching it, and I got towards the last series, and there's just this, like, constant, like, I'm not going to ruin the plot, but basically there's just complete and utter family breakdown, and the way that the arguments are done and the like, it's gritty, isn't it? It's real. It's too real. Like, and I didn't watch the end because like I actually can't cope with watching these people argue like this all the time. Like, because it, everyone's experienced that kind of thing, and it's bloody awful to watch. Grim as fuck. But anyway. Moving on to something more.
To watch. Just one more. If you're a parent and you go for a breakup, don't watch Taken just after. That's the wrong thing.
I haven't seen that.
Because it's Liam Neeson as like father, but his divorce is split up, and his daughter gets kidnapped, and then he hunts them down and deals with it. And just the whole way through, if you're a father, you're thinking, I don't have any of these skills. I'm not prepared. What am I going to do?
Oh my God.
movie to watch. It's like, no, I can't do any of that. This is terrible. But yes, moving on.
Moving on.
FF15?
FF15, the Fables game that was never really completed and has probably the most extra DLC content slash seasons ever made.
Wasn't it all free though?
If you had the season pass.
Oh yeah, I think I did. So,
but they're still like doing stuff for this. Like they've got, I think they're gonna. There's some rumor they're gonna have like a second season where they do even more stuff.
Right. Okay.
So, I mean, they're kind of, I suppose, what you call a live service, but
because they're just not giving up on finishing the game.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm okay with. Like,
doesn't that just mean early access?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I never really finished it because it felt like there was stuff missing when I was playing it. There wasn't enough story.
Okay.
But it's coming out on PC, and I think it's going to release with all the content, and it's probably worth getting if you've got a PC.
I enjoyed it. What I've played of it.
Yeah. I think I'd give it another stab at some point. I don't know if I get the PC version though. Probably just continue playing it on PlayStation 4.
One you've got, yeah.
So
I believe in February, Final Fantasy 15 Pocket. I believe.
Oh, is that this? Is that this? God, I don't care. I didn't know.
So you can play it on your mobile as well. A version of it, kind of.
It's so weird. Is it episodic or like?
I have no idea. I just saw that it was coming out in February.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Squares, Soft, Enix. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god. Anyway, I just don't know what to say after that.
More news.
More news.
More bits to cover, isn't there?
There was a 3D MOBA called Paragon.
Alright.
It's being closed down in the next few months. That's about it for that one.
Yeah, never heard of that.
I think it was free. It came out on PlayStation. It might come out on Xbox as well. It originally came out on PC. It was meant to be really sick, and then, like, I don't know, it just wasn't...
No one played it.
Yeah.
Oh well, never mind.
So I feel a bit bad for them, but I kind of feel with MOBAs, it's kind of been done. Like, you play League of Legends, you play Dota 2, maybe you play Smite, and that's about it. Like, you're not... That train's gone. It's like the MMO train, like, hit it with World of Warcraft, and then there was a couple that were, like, kind of okay after, and then the MOBAs kind of craze has happened. Well, everyone's moved on to Battle Royale now. Like, you know, you'll still have like classic MOBAs like League and stuff, but you're not going to get any new ones.
No.
They're going to take off. People cannot be asked to relearn that.
Battle Royale, isn't it?
But, like, I couldn't be asked to, like, pick up another MOBA.
No.
I don't have, like... I have a life. Like, I can't... No. Thank you.
You know what game I'd really like to see?
Is it the one we're going to talk about next?
No. But yes, also I'm very excited for that game as well, just for nostalgia. No, I've been being extra geeky lately. I listen to a lot of books on Audible, and I've currently been getting really into a genre called Lit RPG. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Oh, yeah, there was a book. I actually have on Audible. I need to like listen to the whole thing. I'm one of these people that has like will get things off Audible like that, or play a game for a bit and then just like my mind will wander. But
alone.
You are.
Well, I've been going through loads of stuff, and one of the lit RPGs done by a guy called Alaron King, called the Land series.
Yeah.
And it is like all these lit RPGs, people get dropped in some kind of virtual MMO kind of world, and then there's leveling up and dealing with X, Y, and Z. Sometimes they go back to the real world, sometimes they don't, etc., etc. But the Land that I've been reading, Of course, he's leveling his character and getting all these skills and abilities, but he's also got kind of his place of power, which is this little village that he's also developing and creating buildings and growing the village and all feeding into that. So I'd love like a cross between a big RPG with all the dungeon exploring and stuff, and also like a strategy base building kind of thing.
There's a game that came out, isn't there, that would Spellforce on PC.
Oh,
It's
right.
a cross between an RTS and a RPG.
Oh, maybe that would fill the gap, but no, just from listening to the land, as I say.
Monster Hunter World as well. You
You do develop your village and stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
So I guess maybe a bit there, but Monster
Play
Hunter
Harvest
World,
Moon.
you go on special. You pick up quests, and then they've got like a certain bit of the world that you'll explore for that quest. I want a cross between open world, real time strategy, and like base building XCOM, I guess.
Love XCOM.
Yeah, totally awesome. But yeah, that was just a brief aside. Okay.
Sweet.
Right, so yes, the exciting news.
Hell yeah. So, ex-Bullfrog developers making a new theme hospital type game called 2 Point Hospital.
Oh
yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Surely that's going to be amazing. Cause
yeah, I'm well up for that.
Right.
Why the hell not? Like, Theme Hospital is amazing.
Yeah.
It's such a good game.
Any idea when it's coming out, or it's just been teased, has it, at the moment?
Yeah, I don't know if it's this year. What was it called again? Something.
2 Point Hospital.
2 Point Hospital.
Typing furiously because Theme Hospital was amazing fun.
2008.
What?
2008. Vaguely sometime this year.
2008.
Yeah.
That was 10 years ago.
Oh fuck. 18. What year am I in? Who am I? God, I was very young back then. That was some time ago. Yeah, the pictures look just like Theme Hospital, but it looks better.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at that. What's it coming out on? Do we know, or?
That's a good question. This looks like PC.
Just PC?
I don't know, actually. It
Hopefully.
just says Windows at the moment.
Oh well, we'll see.
Windows.
But yeah, excited for that.
Hells yeah.
And one thing I'm also really excited about, Terraria, the 1.3 release, has been released on PS4.
Ooh.
Finally. Because they've been working on it for ages. And it's also been sent to Microsoft for approval for the Xbone. So I'm dying to play that on the Xbone.
Sweet.
I love Terraria, and the 1.3 update adds so much stuff. It'll be amazing. I mean, I could play it on PC, but I want to play it on Xbox on my big telly.
I was never that into Terraria. I gave it a few tries.
I got really into it. I prefer Terraria to Minecraft.
Really? I prefer Minecraft.
No, I think I definitely prefer Terraria just because the retroness and all the bosses. It appeals.
Yeah, I think that's what... I probably don't have the same nostalgia.
Yeah. Maybe that's...
I suppose the only games that are similar to that I might have nostalgia for are like... Do you ever play Commander Keen? Commander Keen.
No, I don't know if I've even heard of that.
It was like about this boy who... doesn't make any sense. He ends up like maybe being captured by aliens or something, and then jumps around on a pogo stick and like wins.
Nice.
It's like a pogo sticking platformer.
Oh god.
It's like really old school. It's like played it on a floppy disk. That and Cosmos Canyon. Cosmos Canyon was pretty cool. Um, anyway,
Yeah, but I'm excited for that because it's been ages. I've been waiting for it. So
well, I've been waiting for a game for ages as well, which is Kingdom Come Deliverance.
what? When's that out?
13th of February.
And is that just a really big story kind of RPG thing, or?
Yeah, and it's coming out on, I think, everything.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it on the Xbox store.
Oh, so that's good. So it's definitely coming out on that, and play PS4 as well, and PC. I'm gonna get it on. I've already pre-ordered it on PC.
Right.
But it's basically, how do I explain it? Think Skyrim, but different.
Nice.
So it's set on like you're a character called Henry in a kind of a historic time.
Yeah.
And everything's meant to be kind of true to history, and you're this like character, and you're not like going to be the Dragonborn, you're not going to be like whatever, you're just like some shitty human in this shitty world.
Right.
And the cool thing is you can kind of go about quests any way you want. You can miss quests, so you can miss events. Like if you don't keep in the loop as to what's going on, things can happen without you even being there.
Like a big battle happens.
Yeah.
So time's constantly moving forwards, is it?
Yeah. And you can do all sorts of stuff. You could be like a really stealthy character. You could try and like use your charisma and just be like a charming fellow who never raises his sword.
Could you be like a farmer or a cart driver? Because I know they're two of your passions there,
Oh,
Steph.
fuck you, man. Do you know what? I never really... I honestly played Farming Simulator for about an hour. Like Euro Truck Simulator 2, you can get me on that. I played that a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
But I generally only played that when I was doing something else. Like, I mainly played that when we were recording Vampire.
Right,
I just play that in the background, like, because I didn't have to actually think about what I was doing. I could, like, focus on the vampire stuff, but, like, drive my truck.
No, but could you potentially... Do you reckon you could be a cart driver in Kingdom Come Deliverance?
I have no bloody idea.
I like the idea of missing all of the most major quest points ever and just letting the world happen completely around you and just playing this totally oblivious character.
I think you can. I mean, from what I understand, like, you
That
can just go
sounds
like, ooh,
amazing.
shiny graphics. I'm going to walk into these woods and have a look at the butterflies, and then, like, the whole beginning portion of the game just happens, and you're just, like,
And you
somewhere totally
miss it.
different.
That would be absolutely amazing, being able to miss all of the key plot points in the
Yeah,
game.
you could just have, like, a save where you just fucking, like, fuck this. I'm just going to, like, go over here. Check this shit out.
Now that I'd like to see as a let's play. Someone
Yeah, I
avoid
think...
all of the plot on purpose.
Well, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it will be quite divisive. Like, I think some people will like it, some people will maybe want something a bit more with magic, a bit more fantastical.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it looks really fun. Looks
So
really,
it's
really
very
fun.
low fantasy rather than high fantasy.
Yeah. It's not even... I mean, it's kind of set in a very specific time where specific events happen as well. So I think it's probably slightly loosely based on events, but I think a lot of like beats are hit that are kind of part of that time.
All right. Are you gonna let us know what time or?
Oh bloody hell! Fuck knows. God damn it, man! Takes place.
Let's
Here we go.
know next time.
No, I got it. Kingdom Come Deliverance takes place in the year 1403 in the Kingdom of Bohemia, part of the lands of the Bohemian Crown in what is now the Czech Republic.
Oh right. Okay. Wow. That's very specific.
The accessible area of the game is located in the region between Sevaza and Rache nad Savuzu. Other real-world settlements and towns in the game include Stribna Scalis, Svetla nad Saveo,
Hmm.
Talmberg Castle, and Samopse.
Yeah.
Charles the First, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, dies in third. Okay, whatever. Anyway,
And then stuff happens in
stuff
that
happens.
period.
Oh, and there's a king called Wenceslas the Fourth, who is a weak-willed and unambitious monarch. So
Good King Wenceslas.
exactly.
Nice.
See, he's there, and he has Wenceslas's cunning half-brother King Sigismund of Hungary sees an opportunity and travels to Bohemia under false pretenses to kidnap and imprison Wenceslas. Okay, cool.
Right, well that'll be good.
Yeah, I hope so. It's like a bit random.
Yeah, no, I'd like to see that. I'll have to nip round to yours at some point.
Yeah, we'll have to
and
give it a bash. And
PC fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really know. What else have we got? I mean, games. You looking forward to it? I mean, we've already kind of talked about stuff we're looking forward to.
Yeah, it's all been kind of like roped in this month, I guess, and stuff I'm playing. The one thing I will say is I've not finished it yet by any means, but I've been playing through the Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign.
Boo. Yeah, sorry.
I'm actually enjoying it.
Mm.
The story so far has been like pretty fun to play through.
Didn't they release some extra story as well, like over Christmas after the film?
They probably have, but I've not got there yet. So I've only played like a handful of levels, but what I've played was enjoyable and good missions, and I'm actually intrigued to find out where the story goes. So they've done that much right.
Yeah, I mean, if it comes up for £5, maybe I'll consider getting it.
Yeah, don't spend more than that.
I don't know. I'm kind of pretty pissed at them. I don't want to give them any money for it until like a year after release. If I do.
No.
As
I say, I've been able to play it because my son desperately wanted it.
Well, then we have got the argument that actually, like, if we're going to be talking about games, maybe we should, like, try out the shit ones as well, or the dodgy ones.
But I mean, I've played the multiplayer, and it's awful. I'm so bad at that game.
Really?
Yeah. Literally don't stand a chance. And whenever it comes up who's killed me, they've always got far better
shit
than me. Yeah. So I was probably late to the party, to be perfectly honest. And now it's like, well, how do I even get my foot in the door? To earn enough just to unlock all the stuff that's not unlocked is like 70,000 credits. I think so far I've maybe earned like 14 or 15. So yeah, grind.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really be fucked with it. It sounds like really broken. Like I don't like playing a competitive game where it's unfair. Like,
no. And this is just massively.
Like they even did a whole push to kind of try and make it an esport at the beginning, and it's like you can't. People aren't going to like take a game seriously if you get like fucked over depending on how much money you spend on it. Like,
yeah, total nonsense.
Bearing in mind, like a lot of like really good competitive gamers are people that are really poor and they don't have anything else to do but play computer games. Like,
exactly, they can't exactly be rolling in it, can they?
Exactly. Okay. Well, what else have we got? I mean.
I've put down what's coming next month on Xbox Live Games with Gold. May as well just mention them quickly. For Xbox One, February 1st to the 28th, you'll be able to pick up Shadow Warrior. February 16th to the 15th of March will be Assassin's Creed Chronicles India.
Yeah, they're a bit boring, those games, aren't they?
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with China when they gave that away, but they seem to be giving away most of the Assassin's Creed back catalogue. It's like every month or every other month they tend to give away an Assassin's Creed game. That seems to have become pretty stable now. For Xbox 360, February the 1st to the 15th, is Split Second, which I think is some kind of racing game. And the most exciting thing I think on this list for the 360 is February 16th to the 28th, Crazy Taxi.
Oh God, bloody Dreamcast game that.
Yeah, I know,
Good
but
on.
they did release it on the 360 as well, and that sounds actually
That'll be a
yeah,
bit of a giggle. Why not?
yeah.
God.
So and that's it. I'm not going to go into them in any more depth at all.
I mean, they haven't released PlayStation for February. There was some like leak that wasn't a leak. It was like fake. I
Yeah,
think.
fake news.
So,
What
but
were
for
the January games? Do we know
yeah,
that?
January was quite good. You got Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, which I think was like the
Oh,
first of the new Deus Ex games.
on PS4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they had Batman: The Telltale series,
All right. Nice.
which is pretty good. And they had a load of other shit that no one cares about. What did they... Sorry, that's awful.
Come on. What was on the Vita? 'Cause
Actually, they had some alright stuff. They had... Oh, so they had PS3 games as well? I'm surprised they still do PS3 stuff.
I'm glad I've still got a PS3.
They got a game called Sacred 3, which...
Oh wow.
Probably a good game, actually.
Yeah. Maybe I should get on and download that.
The Book of Unwritten Tales 2, which I think is a point and click, which is actually quite a good game.
All right. Okay.
PS Vita Psychopass Mandatory Happiness.
Right. Okay.
And then Uncanny Valley.
Oh, for
Uh,
PS Vita.
Yeah,
What's Uncanny Valley?
no idea. Oh, and you can get some like booster pack for Warframe in January or something. I don't know. Gives you 100 platinum and 50,000 credits.
Oh, very nice.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. Is that everything? We got much else to talk about?
No, I think that's absolutely everything.
Right. Well, I guess
I think we're all done here.
we'll bagger off then. We'll fucking bagger off. Mate.
Yeah, we should. That's been considerably longer than I expected.
It was actually quite a long episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't expecting that. We did have a bit of news to cover though.
We did.
It's the start of the year, and we got sidetracked. So sue us, or don't.
Well, when's the next? Let's have a look. 'Cause the next episode we'll be recording on the
2 weeks today-ish.
the 11th.
Yeah, give or take.
Maybe the 11th. Yeah, well, hopefully there'll be stuff that we can talk about. I'm trying to think if anything's come out by then. But I know Kingdom Come's not out till sometime that week. I don't know, though. I might try and do a Let's Play of Life is Strange Before the Storm. I might try and get hold of that.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, because you did Life is Strange, the original, didn't you?
Yeah, and I sort of feel I should finish off the rest of it. It'll be quite good.
That's a prequel, though, isn't it? Before the Storm.
Yeah, it looks quite good, though. I had pretty good reviews, actually.
Yeah, I just hate prequels, though. They don't add to the story, and that winds me up.
Star Wars prequels added to the story. Really badly.
They
Terrible.
really didn't.
Didn't know.
See? Prequels are bad, okay.
I'm trying to think of a good prequel, because there's been one.
No.
No, I can't think of one.
We may be missing, like, some really obvious ones.
Probably are.
Amazing, but at the moment, no, can't think of any off the top of my head.
If you, the listener, can think of a good prequel, please put it in the comments section down below.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
Excellent. And on that note, we shall leave.
Yes.
Au revoir.
Good night, everyone. just staring at the camera now. Are we done?
I think
Bye.
we're done here. Goodbye.
Bye.